our next pen video. Come on in. Let's go. Greetings, everybody. Larry here with Larry's Fountain Pen. Welcome to episode 93. Today, I am going to talk about a different pen. You hear me talk about the Jinhao pens, how great a pen it is, and how affordable it is. And you can pick those up for under $5, under $16. It just depends on the, I guess, on the style of the Jinhao. But you know, in my experience with Jinhao, they always write right out of the box. And there are number 6 nibs, so you can easily change those nibs out and get a better writing experience. But for somebody that's coming into the fountain pen world, boom, that's a great way to start it, so that way you won't invest a lot of money into the pen. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about an Indian-made pen. A well-made Indian pen that's way above the Jinhao level, so we can just forget Jinhao. Now let's focus on the fountain pen revolution. Indus, I-N-D-U-S, demo pen. It's a demonstrator pen and very, very well made pen. I know from experience because I own one. And I want to give a special thanks to Kevin, who has the fountain pen revolution that has these fountain pens. He sent me this pen free of charge. But meaning that I'll still give an honest review, good or bad, about any product I review on my channel. It's only fair to all of you, my viewers out there. I want to give you the best presentation I can possibly give you. Like I said, I have this fountain pen. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Are you ready? It's a clear fountain pen demonstrator, all except for the cap. It unscrews, and in the cap is blue. I like that. Blue is my favorite color. Wow, can't believe I got a blue one. So, and that's really neat. And then the clip. It's not too tight, and it's not too loose. It feels okay to me. So, the top of the pen, also on the finial there, is blue. I like that. Matches the pen cap. And it's got gold plated around that. And of course your clip is gold plated. You come down and there's a band right here. Not sharp. Also gold plated trim. And let's do the clip. Easy on, easy off. So, go down to the barrel at the end of the tip. Blue again. It matches the cap and the finial on top. Clear plastic, nice looking pen. Let's unscrew it. Unscrew. And now we got the nib. And the nib of this pen is a special nib. This nib is a flex nib. Yep. And when I say flex, I mean flex nib. on this flex nib, you can tell it's a flex nib because on the nib you'll see the line of the opening coming all the way down the nib. So when it flexes, it's going to open up, and that's going to give you some more ink flow. Great pen. Now these nibs do come out, but I'm not going to do that today. It's easily to disassemble. Unscrew it until it just pops out, and so they're easy to clean. That's a good thing, right? That makes it really, really simple and easy. I have one of these that I bought with my own money, but mine is a fine nib. And I'll show you how the fine nib writes. I didn't really want to ink this one up because later I'll be doing a giveaway and this is going to be given away. So I didn't really want to ink it up. And of course I cleaned it out, but I wanted it fresh and clean for the winter. But what I might just do is dip it in some ink and kind of show you what it's like. We'll see. So anyway, this is the pen. Distant fill, like I said, easy to disassemble. The clip is sturdy, not really tight. It would fit in jeans. It kind of reminds me of that. It could be a little tighter, but it'll work. The top can unscrew, looks like, and you tighten that up. It's a 5.5 two-tone nib with a plastic feed. This is not ebonite, plastic feed. And the color can come in clear, and the demonstrator can come in choices of a red cap, blue, yellow, violet, or you don't have to get the dumb one. They can come in solid colors of blue, maroon, and black. So you got plenty of color choices to choose from. And nibs as well. You can get a extra fine, fine, medium, broad, and a 1 millimeter stub. Now, these pens were $17 and well worth the money. And you'd be glad you spent $17 to get a pen like this. Yep. A flex nib on this pen is $3 extra. So it would be a broad nib and the 1 millimeter stub, all $3 extra. So here is the one that I bought last year, and it's a fine nib, not a flex. So I have it inked up on the windows, what I like, as you can see with these demonstrators. You can see the ink in there, it's kind of cool. I'm going to do a little writing sample with this pen and show you what the fine nib's about. Okay? All right, give me a bit here, and I'll get the rodeo dot going here, paper. So what do you say? Let's get some writing done. Okay. Again, this is the one with the fine nib, not the flex. So here we go. No skips, no misses, no nothing, writes fine. Not a problem. No pressure. Now with pressure, and you get some line variation. Yes, you do. Pressure. And no pressure. There you go. And check for wetness. Remember, this is a fine. And the ink I'm using is Franklin Christoph 357 Emerald. And it has some wetness. Yes, it does. It's not a dry nib, is it? That's good enough for me right there. This is what I like about the pen. If you have a good nib in your pen, you have a good pen. If you have a worthless bad nib in your pen, I don't care how much money you spend on a pen, it's worthless, at least to me. When I buy a pen, first thing I'm going to look at, the quality of the nib. Is the nib worth the money? Because I'm darn sure not going to pay for a fountain pen if the nib's not any good. For me, it doesn't make any sense. So, right here, this nib is worth the money. And for this pen, $17. Now, you can't beat that. You can get a extra fine, medium. If you want to up your game, $3 more, you get a flex, broad or a 1 millimeter. Stick that little baby in there, and you can do some heavy writing if you want. So, with that said, I'm sure you want to see how the bad boy flex does. Well, let's see if I can ink it up without having to ink the whole pen up. So, bear with me, and we're going to try this little jewel up, and I am going to use, let's say, we'll go with some Palette Irizuku Konpeki, and I'll wash this out real well. Set that down there. And let's try it. Let's see if it's stuck with it. Here we go. Yes, sir. I'm flexing. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Beautiful flex. Here we go again. Not a problem. Look at that. Look at that. Open up. Well, there you have it. There's a flex right here. And it has flex on the nib. And right down the nib, like I tell you, you have a split. And that's what makes your flex when it opens up. And you see it, I am flexing it. Look right down here. Open that time up. There you go. Open it up. And it's just fine. Look at that beautiful flex coming up. Well, okay, so now I just dip that into some ink and do some flexing for you. And of course I'm going to wash it all out as well. You saw how it wrote. You saw how it flexed. I showed you my own personal one with a fine. You saw how that wrote. So you have an option. You can get a fine, which I love. And I'm not one that really into fine nibs, but this is one of 3 pens that have fine nibs that I own that I really enjoy using. Then there's the Flex, which I really like. Now I'm not going to mention the name, but this pen you saw without me even washing it out with a little soap and water, wrote right out of the box, as my other pen did from Fountain Pen Revolution. There are some pens that I own that cost a little more. Unfortunately, I don't get that same result. I do have some problems with the other pen that I'm speaking of. But with this one, none. Am I impressed? Yeah, totally. You know, I knew it was going to be a good pen because, like I said, I have that one with a fine nib, but I didn't know it was going to be this great of a pen with a flex nib. I thank Kevin from Fountain Pen Revolution. You just made me a believer, sir. And I want to thank you, Kevin, for sending me this pen so I can review it. So, with that said, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope that I helped you learn a little bit more about the Indian-made fountain pen. These are all Indian-made, and Kevin has his own store that sells them. He's outside of Dallas, I believe, Dallas, Texas. And Fountain Pen Revolution has their own brand and their own line of leather out as well. And on the previous video, on episode 92, I believe, I showed you Fountain Pen Revolution, the pen roll. So, with that said, this pen, $17, and you can upgrade your nib to a broad 1mm or a flex for $3 extra, and you got many choices to choose from. I'm going to send you Fountain Pen Revolution's link store up on my video here, so you can go right to it. And because there's so many colors you can choose from, you might want to pick up a couple. You might want to pick up the solid color, so it's up to you. But again, very well-made pen, feels good in the hand. And one few last things on the grip. It's not a big grip, and my hands are small, and it fits just fine. And if I held it up to where it screws on, the little threads here, they're not sharp. They don't bother my fingers at all. There's an ample enough room. You can get comfortable and write. Now, there's a pen cap, post. We'll post it. The pen post. As you can see, the pen posts just fine. Secure. So, this pen does everything it's supposed to. I have no problems with the pen. On the cap again, just stick it on kind of tight, and pop it off. Well, that's going to be it for this review. And I really hope you enjoyed this review as much as I enjoyed doing this review. My first time to ever even do an Indian-made pen. With that said, have I ever owned an Indian-made pen? Yes, I have. When I started my journey with fountain pens back in December of 2015, I bought an Indian fountain pen. It was really pretty. Still have it. Paid $30 for it. Wrote really well, but it leaked. So I'm still trying to figure out why it leaks. I've done everything that I know how to do to prevent that, but it just continues to do that. Maybe it's just a bad feed, or maybe a nib, or maybe a combination. But anyway, with that said, I hope that you got something out of this review, and that's all there is that I have to say on this one. So, remember, hit that subscribe button if you have yet to subscribe, and join Larry's Fountain Pen Army so we can spread the news about fountain pens throughout the world. And while we're at it, let's spread Kevin's name, Fountain Pen Revolution, out there, because this is a well-deserved fountain pen. And it needs to be known that Fountain Pen Revolution puts out quality pens. Don't forget, don't text and drive. Until my next video, be safe.